What's happening, YouTube? It's K Mega 405 live from the 405. Well, I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers out there. And as you see, this game, Fight Night Champions, or any Fight Night game, I was having a discussion with one of my YouTube pals, Pop Off Gaming. Pop Off! Go check out his channel. That's my boy. And he went to the links of saying, I want to boycott EA until they make a new Fight Night. Now, I love Fight Night, but I don't have love for Fight Night like he does. And I can understand why there is such a big demand. If you look on YouTube and check out the views for any Fight Night game, it is in the hundreds of thousands. It is huge. And I understand from an EA's perspective of why not to bring another Fight Night, a new iteration, because of the fact that boxing is kind of dead. And what were we playing with? The Klitschko brothers? The Russians? I don't think that's gonna be alright. And then plus the Russian got beat by some random. I can see why they hold back. But there should be another alternative of how this game should make a resurgence. I'll come to that here later. I know MMA and UFC is the filler, and the 80s and 90s and before that in boxing was in its prime. But this is a game that definitely needs to come back. Another game right here. EA Big was huge back in the, I guess we'd say about 10, 15, 20 years ago. About 15 years ago. I'm going way too far back. About 15, 10 years ago. And this was a great game right here in itself. Definitely needs to make a resurgence. A brand new title, I should say. Sorry, Kids Move. I know you love NBA Live, but it's dead. And this is something that for a basketball game, for EA to have, this is the game to have. It's competitive. It's fun. Just think of this, like, I know this is old footage, but just think of what this game could look like on new tech. This is what the strategy should be. Bring these type of games back, because it may look stupid to some, but the game was really, really dope. Some honorable mentions, game right here you see FIFA Street, and then there's NFL Street. I don't ever see these games making a new resurgence, just for the fact that you got Ultimate Team on Madden, you got the Ultimate Team on FIFA. They even have a little version of FIFA Street that you can go into on FIFA. So I don't see those games coming back at all as a new title. But I do see them coming back one way, shape, or form. Like I said, I'll get back into that. There's just so many great titles that EA Big has made that should have a resurgence. I don't know why that they have, but why they even broke up, I don't know. I think the one problem with EA is that EA is kind of like that shady homeboy, the shady hoe girl that you know that you're going to get something from them, but you're going to give a hell of a lot more to. And I don't hate EA, never have, I never will. I know a lot of people do, and I can see the reasons why people have a problem with them. But it has to be something that the public gets from EA other than another skin of another version of a game. We don't want EA to turn out to Activision. Activision to me is the worst company that's out there, because when you take Bungie and you do what you did with Bungie, I'm pretty much almost done. But I'll still buy Call of Duty, so I don't even know why I'm bitching about it. Anyway, back to what I'm talking about. I'm rambling. These next two games that's coming up, they have to come back. And they have to come back. Please, SSX, come back. Now, I know people will say, well, SSX was on the 360 and PlayStation 3. I know, but that wasn't SSX. I don't know what that was. It was a cool snowboarding game that had great controls, but it wasn't SSX. The multiplayer was trash. You had ghosts. I don't know what you was chasing the ghost. I didn't like that. No split screen. Look, if you're going to take away the split screen, then you definitely got to make the online worth its while. I would love to see this game come back on the new platforms in all its glory, because it's always been a really pretty game. And just the over-the-top arcade style is so fun. And then if you add 8 to 12, hell, even try to push it up to 20 online players on there, I couldn't tell you how fun that would be. I would stick with the 8 to 12, but the more the better. The maps were always humongous. It felt like you were getting your money's worth with the game because all the content. It just that EA just kind of basically gutted the game. I guess because maybe EA Big got gutted. To me, that company was really, really ahead of its time. Every game that they made, even games that I won't even show, like Show was a rally racer game, and there was another game. It was a freestyle. It was where you was riding dirt bikes. The music, everything was good about this game. Now this next game, I will do a flip if I see this game come back. Now I know it never will, because the last iteration was straight trash. I can't even think of the name of the last one. I want to erase it out of my mind. Graphically, that game on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 was so stunning, but controls were so bad. It was one of the worst games ever. I mean, these two are classics. Def Jam Vendetta and Def Jam Fight for New York. These have to come back. And this is my strategy. This is my thought. I was just thinking about it like, okay, this could be perfect for everybody. EA Access. They're talking about bringing back older titles. These titles would make, I would buy EA Access for the remainder of however long these consoles will last. Because I want it. I want them bad. And a lot of other people want it bad, especially Fight Night. That's the reason why I made Fight Night first, because people really want that game to come back, and rightfully so. I know that there'll never be a new Def Jam Fight for New York or anything like that, so bring it back to me in EA Access, or even PlayStation Now could try to do something. This ain't gonna be on no fanboy tip. This is on really me trying to have a discussion with you, the public, and with EA. If somebody could hear this would be fantastic, and it would boost more sales for EA Access and for just PlayStation Now if they could do something, or if there could be something with the emulators that the PlayStation have with the PlayStation 2 thing. I don't know, but regardless, I want to hear your thoughts on it. I think EA Big is great. I want to hear your thoughts. Peace.
I've been different from jump. My kick game so Dwayne Wayne. All that's missing is the flip ups and the fade. I got Whitleys for days. Kanishiwa, it's not a game, no. Riches in the bitches, what I came for. Then I switched my angle. Was unchained like I'm the Django. Now that shit dangled to my